Hello, my name is Jim McGilvery and this is the Pipe Box, your source for all things piping. If you find this video useful, please give it a like and please subscribe to this YouTube channel to see more videos like this. We're going to go over some music today, and you can print out this music by going back to the description of this video on my YouTube channel. You'll see a link to a PDF there. Today I would like to do with you one of our most common and perhaps easiest pieces of complex technique, the high A doubling. The high A doubling is very similar to the high G doubling, and they're both quite different from the rest of our doublings. In the rest of our doublings, fingers are hitting the chanter on the theme note. In the high G and high A doublings, fingers are leaving the chanters on the theme note, and fingers are off the chanter when you finish the doubling. It's more, in this way, it's more like a throw than a doubling. A high G doubling and a high A doubling are much like a D throw rather than a C doubling. Here you see two high A doublings as you would see them in a tune. Those two grace notes are a pretty accurate representation of how we play this movement. What you see now is how we might write this doubling out phonetically, if you will. So very simply, the high A doubling consists of the thumb tapping the chanter between two high A's. There are two ways to make the high A hit. You can hit the hole straight on with your thumb like that, or you can sweep down the hole like this. I was taught how to do a hit when I was young, and now I do a hit with a little bit of a sweep. If you're a player who aspires to play some of the tricky high A trills and burls that we hear these days, then you'll probably want to go with the sweep rather than the hit. Either way, the trick is to get the high A before the strike as short as possible. Let me show you a bar that might demonstrate that well. Here we go from the low A up to the high G with a high A grace note, but we're going to play a false high G. And then lift the high A finger up. That gives you an idea of how short that first high A needs to be. It's written out in the doubling as a grace note, and it's played pretty much as a grace note. It's very short. So I have two exercises for you. As I said, this is not a difficult movement, so two exercises should do us. Both are simple scales, one a little bit different from the other. Here's the first. As you play this exercise, tapping your foot, you need to know exactly where the beat falls. The beat falls when the high A thumb hits the hole. Bo-ba-dee, do-ba-dee, 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 like that. Otherwise, play this exercise dead even and make sure the high A before the strike is nice and short. The next exercise is the same scale, except we're going to put some pointing into the exercise because you need to be able to play a high A doubling after a short note. Here's the exercise. Make sure you play this at a tempo that is manageable for you. There are no set tempos at which to play these exercises. Make sure you hold the high A as long as you can. I want you to just hold the high A and bounce right off those short notes back up to the next high A doubling. I have more exercises on the high A doubling in my Rhythmic Fingerwork Technical Tutor, which contains 144 exercises on all pieces of light music technique. I highly recommend it if you find videos like this useful. So that will do us for the high A doubling today. I hope you enjoyed it. From me, Jim McGilvery at the Pipe Box, good piping.